Welcome to the ASM Assembly Systems booth here at INTERNEPCON Japan. I'm joined by Tan Peng Fui, or PF as people like to know him. You are the Business Development Manager for Asia Pacific. Welcome, PF.
Yeah, nice to be here, and thank you for taking your time to join us for the interview.
Right. So this is the first time we've actually seen ASM at this event. And as many of our viewers may know, that ASM is now in two divisions. You have the high-end division of C-Place and Deck, but you have a new division which you introduced last year, which behind us is called E by C-Place, and you're on the booth here with your Icon brand for the printers.
Yes.
So can you tell us a little bit about what it is you're doing here? You're actually here supporting your distributor network.
Yes. Since last year, we have released a new range of products. Basically, the E by C-Place, which is basically targeted for the mid-speed market. What we believe in is that in the mid-speed market, with the modules and a lot of connectivities, that things are getting smaller and denser. There's a requirements for a mid-speed market which requires better accuracy, better quality, reliability, and all the things that we used to have it in the high-end C-Place. And so with the mid-speed products getting more complex, I think it is a good time to introduce the new range of products for the mid-speed market with all the technologies, the features from the high-end. Yeah. So similarly, the concept here will be then Icon and E by C-Place to form a line, right, for this market. Now, somewhere in the middle of last year, we released a product. We have been to China, NEPCON, Shenzhen, Shanghai. We have also done Productronica, SMT Nuremberg. So basically, we are doing it in a phased approach. China, Europe, and now we are doing rest of Asia, Japan, of which is one of them. And with that, slowly we'll also go to Korea and the rest of the countries around the region. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Now, I think one of
America, forgot about Americas, another big market, which we will do in Apex in March.
So I think it's important to make it clear that there's the differentiation between the high-end C-Place systems, which are sold direct,
Yep.
and this E by C-Place range, which is essentially sold through distribution. Is that correct?
Correct. I think traditionally the high-end, we tend to focus more on direct sales, direct service. All right, and we have been working on the high-end customer, big accounts and everything for many years. When we released the mid-speed market, product for the mid-speed market, we believe that a more efficient, effective way of doing for this market will be to go through the distributors, using a distribution network throughout the whole globe. All right, so what we are doing will be then 100% sales and service through the distribution network. So that is how we believe that we can get to the market faster, and we can also do it more efficiently.
So all the sales and service goes through the distributor, but presumably some of the back-end support, like marketing and that, will be done from ASM.
Yes, I mean, first level is with the distributor. In terms of marketing support, sales support, in terms of second level service and things like that, we do have a group of people behind the distributor. Of course, they are new. We want to get them up to speed. We also owns the product, and it is also our focus that the distributor are able to offer the same level of service that our customers in the high end expect in terms of quality of the service. All right, so we have started training the distributor actually earlier in the year, last year, way before we actually officially released the product, so that when we release the product, they have gone through the service training, they've gone through sales training, and things like that. So it's still an ongoing process, and also one of the reasons why we are releasing it in phases in countries, because it takes time to train, resources are required to train them, and we can't do it at one shot globally, and then it will be too fast. So we'll rather do it step by step, make sure the distributor is ready, and then we release the product.
So the distributors, though, so they're fully aware of the sales and service. On the software side, though, the eBay place is using the same software suite that the high end are using, is it?
Um, in terms of software, okay, let's start with programming. For the mid-speed machine, E by C place, we actually have an online programming station on the station, which is not available for the high end. The reason is because some of the smaller customer rather do it on the machine than to do it offline, which is what C place we tend to do. We have a C place programming station that we put somewhere offline, and then we do the programs, and then we load it into the machine. That is how we traditionally do the programming. But for E by C place, we have added a new feature, which is you can do everything from raw all the way to a finished product on the machine. Now, of course, C place programming software and some of the other software is also available for this. Just that at the moment, not everything is available because it takes time also to convert from the high end and introduce it into the mid-speed machine.
That's a very useful feature, though. So the essentially DIY programming capability on the machine.
Right. You can do it on the machine, you can do it offline, and I think this is depending on the customer, because there are some customers that will just want a simple machine, standalone. They just use it for NPI, for R&D and everything. They can just do everything on the machine. Whereas for mass production, and you have more than one machine or two machines, you need to have, you do not want to down the line and you want to do it offline, and you can do optimization, tweak everything before you send it to the line, so that you maximize the output for the line. So that is still available.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but for a customer who starts off with an E by C place system, is there a migratory path for them to one day start to use the higher end if they get to that level?
And I think that is what we hope. As the customer grow, they are used to what the the whole C place platform, the philosophy, the quality and everything, and they will then move if they need higher volume, more capabilities. They will then move on to the high end range. It is everything in terms of the ecosystem, the programming softwares, the heads, the technology, the feeders are similar. Of course, not everything is 100% same, but the learning curve to go from this to that will be almost, I think, negligible. Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the Japan market here for ASM. I mean, you have to say that you're really in the lion's den here. This is the home to Panasonic, to Yamaha, to Fuji. This must be a tough market for you to compete in. So, what's your edge?
I agree. I think we are playing in the backyard of most of our competition, and they have a very strong presence. But I think the C place traditionally has been very strong in certain areas. We are very strong in automotive, and the high end has been pretty successful in the automotive market here in Japan, plus some industrial products and area where you require certain flexibilities, certain handling of certain special components and things like that. So this is where our strength is. I mean, for the Japanese market, and that's where we have been pretty successful. I think similarly for the mid-speed market, we are looking at a growing trend in Japan where you have a lot of products that are actually modularized. I mean, you have camera modules, you have connectivity, and then if you walk around this area, you see in the exhibition, you see a lot of new things, wearables and all these things. These are all small little things that at the end of the day, you do not need a very high volume, high speed machine. And for us, the other end of the the other spectrum, we are also very strong at all these small, high dense products, which is why we are also in the high end. We are very strong with mobile phones, smartphones, and things like that, because high dense, small little components. And being the same little brother of the high end, we believe that we have certain advantage and strength in this market.
Well, I have to say, PF, I think that the strategy that ASM is taking with the E-Buy C-Place systems by using distribution is very smart, because it's a very different sale from the high-end equipment. But I think this is a very smart way to do it.
Yeah, I think for us to reach a market quickly and efficiently, it doesn't make sense for us to build a whole team just to go after a different segment of the market, or to use the existing team, which basically means you dilute the resources. Still needs to build and add additional manpower and things like that. And therefore, I I think we believe that this would be a good way to go into a new market, and the best way to do it. Yeah.
Well, PF, we wish you every success with it. It's nice to see you here at the show,
Thank you.
and we'll look forward to hearing more from you as you roll out E-Buy C-Place across Southeast Asia.
Thank you.